Good morning, President Preckwinkle, Commissioners, Chief Ali, distinguished guests, and of course, our employee veterans. I am Cook County Director of Veterans Affairs, Eric Armstrong, and we would like to thank you for your attendance at today's ceremony, honoring military members and veterans for their service, past, present, and future. At this time, if you are capable, we invite everyone to please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rent the air, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. And I want to thank you. That's Ms. Tawana Williams. All right. Once again, thank you for being here today. We are deeply grateful for our county employees who have served in the past and also those who continue to serve today. It is now my distinct honor to introduce a leader who has been committed to military families and veterans in our community. Please join me in welcoming Cook County Board President Toni Preckwinkle.
Thank you, Eric, and good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank our employees who are veterans for being here today. It's my pleasure to recognize and honor you. Thank you for all you've sacrificed for our country and all you do now on behalf of the residents of Cook County. I want to acknowledge the commissioners who have joined us, Donna Miller, who is chair of the Veterans Affairs Committee, Chairman John Daley, Commissioner Jessica Vasquez, and Commissioner Keisha McCaskill. I want to thank Tawana Williams for her beautiful rendition. Where did she go? She went back, okay. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Chief Administrative Officer Zara Ali, Alex Jovez, our Executive Director of the Cook County Emergency Management and Regional Security Department. And of course, I'm grateful to Eric, who's Director of Veterans Affairs. I'm grateful to the county's Department of Veterans Affairs for their work throughout the year, assisting our veteran community across Cook County, and for their efforts to honor you at this event today. Thank you. Thank you to the Veterans Affairs Director, Eric Armstrong, and Deputy Director, Vanessa Walters. My father served in World War II in the United States Army, along with his only brother, so I'm a proud daughter of a veteran. And I know that you've made sacrifices, and your bravery and sacrifice are attributes that I admire and respect. The contributions you've made do not end when you take off your uniform, and neither do our obligations to you. When I first established the Department of Veterans Affairs in 2013, one of my main priorities, and still is, giving preference to veterans who are seeking employment. I'm honored that you have chosen to serve once again, this time for the residents of Cook County. Happy Veterans Day to all of our employees who are here today and across the nation. We celebrate you and thank you once again for your service. Now, I want to ask our commissioners to come forward, and I would ask each commissioner to introduce the person who follows them. We'll begin with Commissioner Miller.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Madam President, for that introduction. I'm Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller, and I represent the south and southwest suburbs. And I want to think that's home to many of our veterans in Cook County, so I'm proud of that. And I want to thank Chief Administrator Zara Ali and Eric Armstrong. Thank you both for your dedication to veterans and to our veteran employees, as well as my colleagues who are also here with us today. We want to celebrate Veterans Day and honor our brave men and women who are in uniform, who use the uniform to serve our country and sacrifice, especially our own Cook County veterans. And I'd also like to thank Superintendent Elizabeth Soto and Grant Jacobson and all the great staff over at the Veterans Assistance Commission of Cook County. If they're here today, I didn't see them yet. But I came from a military family myself, and so I'm deeply aware of the sacrifices made not only by veterans who are in uniform, but by the families who support the veterans as well. They make unwavering sacrifices of support, not only just for their internal family, but for our whole country. And we're profoundly indebted to you as your commitment to safeguarding our freedoms. I'm proud to be the first women veterans chair of the Veterans Committee of Cook County, and I'm honored to stand with all of you today and thank you for your service to our country. I'm certain that when I speak for all of us, I say that veterans are not only significant figures in history, but also serve as role models for future generations. So just this morning, we hosted a flag-raising ceremony at the Dalton Public Library. That was made possible by the VFW Post 311, which is the Benjamin O. Davis Post in the south suburbs. And this was a powerful reminder of how we should come together not only for unity, but also for pride and define our veteran community. And this is a ceremony that you don't often see, the switching of a flag out and putting in a new flag, but it means something to those of us who serve and those of us who appreciate what that means for our country. So I want to rise and celebrate our extraordinary veterans and those that have served and all that who will continue to serve with unwavering dedication. Their sacrifices ensure the freedoms which we cherish and protect. And in today's challenging times, it's crucial that we all strive to uphold the values enshrined in our Constitution. So thank you all for doing that, and thank you for your courage and commitment, and it's an honor to be here with all of you today. So next, I would like to introduce Chairman John Daley.
Thank you very much. Sacrifice also came from your families. And we as county board members under the leadership of the president have continued this strong commitment to the veterans. And I want to say, the Vietnam War was very controversial. I met a veteran yesterday. Who said he was serving during the war, and he received a flag from the city of Chicago. And he said, as controversial as the war was, it was a few times anyone recognized him. And so that's something that we as a county are committed to. I want to thank you, my fellow commissioners. But this is, and to remind you, as the president outlined, we're going out into the communities. Make sure you as veterans know your advantages, know your advantage on your property tax bill and other in hiring that she mentioned. So I thank you again for my family and the people of the 11th District, and it's now my honor to introduce Commissioner McCaskill.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. Always under the leadership of President Preckwinkle, we are doing some amazing things in the county just to make sure that we are meeting all of your needs. One thing that I continue to express is that the sacrifices that you have made have laid the foundation for us to live the lives that we have. So anything that we can do to make your lives a little bit easier or bring a little bit more relief, let us know that. One thing I've learned being a commissioner is that the commissioners listen. We have a president that listens and wants to be the spearhead and be proactive in our efforts to assist those in need throughout the county, but especially our veterans. So whether it's housing, whether it's health care, funding, helping you understand how to empower your businesses, we are now making that sacrifice for you and would like your input. You are valued. We appreciate all you've done for our communities and our country and what you continue to do. And with that, we thank you again for your service. And I'm Dr. McCaskill. If there's anything we can do, please let us know. We want to be at the forefront of making sure you have absolutely everything that you need. Thank you. And now, Commissioner Jessica Vasquez.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jessica Vasquez. I'm the 8th District Cook County Commissioner. I'm the newest addition to the board. And I want to thank President Toni Preckwinkle, as well as my fellow commissioners, for being here today. I did not prepare remarks. I just wanted to be here in community with you all. I have cousins that have served, a Marine and in the Army as well. And through my interactions growing up with them, I know that one of the things that is most, I think, useful and needed is just being in community with each other, listening, feeling seen, feeling heard. And so that's why I'm here today, because I wanted you to all know that I see you, I hear you, and I want to be in community with you. And so that's why I'm here. And I just want to say, you know, from someone who has veterans in the family, like, I'm very appreciative of everything you've done, the choices that you had to make. Some of them must have been incredibly difficult. And I know that at times, certainly it was the case for my cousin, coming back home can feel a little weird. And sometimes that adjustment period takes a long time. And so, you know, I want to be a partner, but I also want to be a friend. And so if there is any way that, you know, I can help out, either by listening in terms of what we need on the county board, but, you know, if you just want to talk about a new hobby that you have, like, let's talk about the hobby. But thank you all so much for allowing me a moment to speak. And next up, we have Chief Administrative Officer Zara Ali.
Good afternoon. I'm Zara Ali, Chief Administrative Officer for Cook County. I am proud to oversee the work of our Department of Veteran Affairs and what they do every day on behalf of veterans and service members across the county. I'm extremely grateful to President Preckwinkle and all of the Board of Commissioners for their steadfast support of our work. And thank you, Veteran Affairs Director Eric Armstrong and Vanessa Walters, for your dedication to this community. Today is about all of you, our employee veterans. I want to express my gratitude to you for your service to our nation and now your service to our county. We are tremendously grateful for the sacrifices that you have made to ensure our security. And we are also thankful for your decision to work on behalf of the residents of Cook County. It is now my pleasure to introduce United States Coast Guard veteran and Executive Director of our very own Cook County Emergency Management and Regional Security, Alex Jovez. Thank you.
Thank you, Zara. Madam President, Commissioners, again, it's an honor to stand up here with you. Again, I'm Alex Jovez. I am the new Executive Director of the Department of Emergency Management and Regional Security. I am also a proud veteran of the U.S. Coast Guard, served for 12 years. And part of that, again, I can tell you right now, I'm proud to say this is my 8th week on the job, and I'm enjoying the camaraderie and genuine spirit of collaboration and support here. It really actually feels like the military, right? And you see that as well. As I said, I served in the Coast Guard for 12 years. I was a seagoing officer with tours in both the Atlantic and Pacific operating areas. I served at U.S. Coast Guard headquarters and the new Department of Homeland Security headquarters, the White House Military Office, and the White House Situation Room. When I completed my military service, I joined the Department of Homeland Security as a member of the Federal Civilian Service, where I served for another 18 years. But now I get to continue my combined 30 years of public service here at Cook County alongside my fellow veterans. So today, as we gather as members of the Cook County government family to honor the brave men and women who've served in the United States Armed Forces, Veterans Day is our opportunity to express gratitude for their courage, their sacrifice, and their unwavering commitment to protecting the freedoms we all share. Here in Cook County, we are proud to be and serve a diverse community, and among us are veterans who have carried the values of duty, integrity, and service from military into public service. Your example reminds us that the same dedication that defends our nation also strengthens our local government and the communities we serve every day. So to our Cook County veterans and to all who served, thank you. Your leadership, discipline, and sense of responsibility continue to make a difference not just in our offices, but in our neighborhoods across the county. And to the families who stood beside you, we recognize their sacrifices as well for their support that made that service possible. So as we reflect today, let's remember that honoring our veterans means more than words. It means carrying on their legacy forward by serving with integrity, by supporting one another, and by working together to build a county that reflects the very values that we fought to defend. On behalf of Cook County government, thank you again to all the veterans for your service, your strength, and your continued contribution to our nation and our community. I can tell you, before I joined the county, I actually was a customer of Eric's Office of Veterans Affairs, and I saw, again, that help with, again, whether it was VA healthcare, VA claims, again, property tax, and again, actually, and great VA discounts across our community with restaurants and businesses. So please, if you haven't, had a chance to visit with Eric and Vanessa's office there, again, thank you again for your continued support, Madam President, Commissioners, for our veterans in this community. Again, very proud to serve alongside here at Cook County. Thank you again.
Thank you, Alex. As we reflect on the meaning of service, it's important to recognize the many veterans who continue to serve, not just in uniform, but now as dedicated public servants within our local government. Here in Cook County, we are proud to have veterans and members of the National Guard and Reserve among our workforce who bring discipline, leadership, and a deep sense of duty to their civilian roles. If capable, will all veteran employees please rise for a moment of recognition? Thank you. County leadership does not take the transition from military duty lightly. We understand that the move from military to public service is not just a career change, it's a continuation of a lifelong commitment to community and country. Your presence strengthens our institutions and reminds us daily of the values that keep our country strong. On behalf of all county leadership, thank you for your military service, and thank you for continuing that service, by choosing to be part of Cook County community. We are honored to have you with us, and ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our 2025 Veterans Day luncheon for our employees today. We would like to thank you, and thank you for your attendance, and invite you to a celebratory meal. Thank you so much.